The Catcher in the Rye, written by J.D. Salinger, is a novel that explores themes of alienation, identity, and the struggle between innocence and experience. The story is narrated by Holden Caulfield, a disenchanted teenager who has just been expelled from Pensy Prep, a prestigious boarding school. Through his eyes, readers gain insight into his internal conflicts and his perception of the world around him. Holden's narrative begins with his expulsion, which serves as a catalyst for his journey through New York City. Throughout the novel, he grapples with feelings of loneliness and disconnection from society. He expresses disdain for the phoniness of the adult world, which he sees as insincere and superficial. This contempt is a reflection of his own struggles with growing up and his desire to maintain a sense of authenticity in a world he perceives as hypocritical. As Holden wanders through the city, he encounters various characters, each representing different aspects of adult life. His interactions reveal his deep-seated fears and his yearning for connection. He visits old friends, engages with strangers, and even reaches out to his younger sister, Phoebe. Phoebe symbolizes innocence and the purity that Holden desperately wants to protect. His love for her highlights his desire to shield children from the harsh realities of life. One of the central motifs in the novel is Holden's dream of being the catcher in the rye. This fantasy arises from a misinterpretation of a Robert Burns poem, where he imagines himself standing in a field of rye, catching children before they fall off a cliff. This symbolizes his wish to preserve childhood innocence and prevent others from experiencing the pain and disillusionment he feels. Holden's idealistic desire to be a protector underscores his struggle with his own impending adulthood. As the story progresses, Holden's mental state deteriorates. He experiences intense bouts of depression and anxiety, often reflecting on the death of his younger brother, Ali, who passed away from leukemia. This loss profoundly impacts Holden, contributing to his emotional turmoil and his inability to cope with the changes in his life. Ali's death serves as a pivotal moment that shapes Holden's worldview, exacerbating his feelings of isolation and hopelessness. The climax of the novel occurs when Holden confronts the reality of his situation. After a series of failed attempts to connect with others, he ultimately decides to flee the city. However, it is Phoebe's intervention that leads him to reconsider his choices. In a poignant scene at the carousel, Holden watches Phoebe ride and realizes the importance of allowing children to grow up and face life's challenges, rather than trying to shield them entirely. In the end, The Catcher in the Rye is a poignant exploration of the complexities of adolescence. Through Holden's journey, Salinger captures the tumultuous nature of growing up, the pain of loss, and the struggle to find one's place in a confusing world. The novel remains a powerful commentary on the challenges of navigating the transition from childhood to adulthood, resonating with readers across generations.